Connor, thanks. Live look in Washington right now at 5:33, and breaking from overnight, increased U.S. tariffs on 3 countries now underway. Let's get the latest. Scripps News Group's Deputy Political Director Joe St. George live in D.C. for us this morning. Joe, we know there's been a lot of talk about this for the past several weeks, so here we are. What does this mean going forward?
Well, if you talk to economists, Blaine, they'll tell you that this means that Americans can expect to pay more in the near future on things like beer. A lot of America's imported beer gets brewed in Mexico. Sometimes you think you may be drinking American beer because the beer says that the barley's from a certain state in the U.S., but ultimately that gets brewed south of the border. This is the opening salvo of a trade war. We've seen retaliation overnight, not just from Canada, but also from China. China was hit with an additional 10% tariff. Some goods coming in from China now are being tariffed at 45%. Remember, there was another 10% tariff that was put on goods coming from China just a few weeks back. But the big news this morning is these tariffs on goods from Canada, on goods from Mexico at 25%, all in the name of a few things. One, remember, President Trump wants to cut down on drug trafficking, fentanyl overdoses. He believes those countries can do more to decrease the amount of overdose deaths in the United States. Additionally, there's a belief that this will spur investment in the U.S. and that a company that maybe is relying on a plant in Canada or a plant in Mexico, maybe they'll rethink and in a few years build a plant in the United States. But that being said, the expectation is that these costs will be passed on to you, the consumer. It could result in $2,000 a year more in spending per a study at Yale University. And now we wait and see what the global markets do. The markets did not react positively to this tariff news yesterday, losing over a percentage point. We'll see what happens when the opening bell rings today. And Blaine, as you know, big address tonight by the President of the United States. It's prime time. Address to Congress, a chance to explain a little bit more detail why the president wants these tariffs to the American people tonight, Blaine.
Yeah, Joe, of course, in addition to that tonight, we know the president's also going to be talking about those new developments in America's support for the war in Ukraine. Are we expecting him to go into detail on that later tonight, too?
We are. In fact, he hinted at that yesterday at the White House when he was asked a little bit about this mineral deal, whether or not the mineral deal was still on. He suggested that he will be speaking a little bit more about the Ukraine war, foreign affairs in tonight's primetime address. Complete coverage at 9 p.m. Eastern time this evening is when it gets underway. Again, an opportunity for the president to explain his rationale when it came to that dust-up with President Zelensky in the Oval Office on Friday, which was met with reverberations and sent shockwaves across Europe and around the world. There are some foreign policy experts this morning who say the U.S. is slightly closer to Moscow now with some positions than to Europe. All part, again, of one of the most important speeches that the president will give this entire calendar year. It's not too often that the network set aside their evening programming for a presidential address. That happens tonight.
All right, Joe St. George live for us in Washington. We'll chat with you again tomorrow morning and get some thoughts on how that all went. 5:36 our time right now.